All right, those of you at home, you can write the names of 5 family members you have. Try to branch out beyond your immediate family as much as you can. What's the relationship between you and each person you named? And number 1, are they your brother, your sister, your uncle, second cousin? Do you know? See what you guys can do. Come up with 5. How far out can you go? Like, can you make it wild? Get your second cousin once removed? Do you have any double cousins? That is a thing. I got it. At all. Come on, Sophie. It's good to see you. Oh, I think I have you at table H. Let me double check. Miss Sophie. It's table H, I believe. Yes, 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 yes. H3. Mm-hmm. Shh, 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 shh. How's that coming, guys? Thumbs up. You're all done. Index finger. You got a couple more you want to name and think about. Wavy hand. You can't think of any family members because you have amnesia. Thumbs down. I mean, heaven help us. We're not stuck somewhere, are we? All right. Anyway, I see a lot of index fingers. Why don't we do this for 1 more minute? 1 more minute. Get what you can do, okay? You'll check those. You'll check those. Giving you guys some rulers. Don't worry, there's no coordinate planes. No coordinate planes today. Go ahead and check those. Make sure they haven't been vandalismed. Vandalismed. Alrighty. Can I get you guys back up here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? All right. Good morning. Oh, good morning. How many of us are feeling this little gorilla here? First day back after a long weekend, and you're just sitting at your desk like, how many of us feel this little gorilla right here? I know I do, for sure. I get it. Hey, when I say teach, I want you to say okay. Odds, I want you to share one of the family members you came up with and what your relationship is to them. And then evens, you're going to do the same, okay? And then after that, I want you to, you know what? Actually, how about this? Start with that. Odds, just share one of your family members with the other, and then evens, share the next. Give it a try and teach. Okay. Can I get you guys back up here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? Okay, here's the next thing I want you to do. When I say teach, I want you to say okay. Odds, listen carefully. Odds, I want you to look at your evens paper and I want you to pick 2 of their family members, and then your partner is going to try and figure out what we would call the relationship between those 2. Does that make sense? So for example, if I picked my cousin Lisbeth and my father Finn, what is their relationship? Yes, niece and uncle. Very good. Talk it out, guys, and teach. Alrighty. Can I get you back up here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? Shh. Okay. All right. How many of you by raising hand are wondering what the heck this has to do with our math class today? Yeah. So guys, the reason that I gave you this warm up is to get your mind going about how we have names for the relationship between two things, right? If we pick two things, there's a name for the relationship. And in family, it's kind of directional. Like I am my father's son, but my dad is my father, right? So it's kind of like depends on which direction you're going. The nice thing about what we're doing today is it's not directional. It's more like when you're siblings, right? It's I'm the sibling of Lars. Lars is my sibling. So let's get into it, guys. It is the 44th day of school. Since the squares of the digits of 44 and the results eventually add up to 1, it's a happy number. I've got an example there, but I don't really have time to get into it because I want to get to our learning goal today. It's Reptile Awareness Day, in case you were unaware of reptiles. That would be pretty crazy if so you like went to a pet store and saw an iguana and you were like, what the heck is going on with that cat? Anyway, let's see here. What is our first essential question? And I would love to get that from, let's see, Valentina, what is our first essential question today? Angles, huh? Perfect. Yep. What do we call the relationships between angles made by two lines crossed by a transversal? Let's see here. Did I actually open this or did I forget? I got to get this opened up, I think. There she goes. Let's see here. So I'm going to write that down for the folks at home. By the way, Valentina, what was your favorite part of your fall break? Oh, that's awesome. Mr. McGowan is in Yellowstone, but not during fall break. Now that I think he was there last week. Now that I think about it, so that's awesome. What was the coolest thing you saw there? Oh, there was a storm of snow. That's pretty cool. I bet it was pretty though. Relationships. That's cool. Between the angles made by two lines crossed by a transversal. Okay? All right. What's our second essential question? And I would love to get that kind of hard to see from that angle. That's going to come from Jace. What's our second essential question? Will you guys write that down? I'm not going to write that down myself because I want to get into it. What is the scoreboard game level 2 and how do we play it? How many of you noticed that the scoreboard game looks very different today? How many of us noticed that the scoreboard game looks very different today? There's quite a bit going on here, guys. So let's go ahead and get to it. So let me go ahead and make sure I'm ready to go with everything. Yep, there we go. That's what we want to do. Okay. So scoreboard game level 2, guys. Today, I want to introduce the scoreboard game level 2, and what we have that's different there, you'll notice there's this section over here on the right side of the board where there's some stars and then the moon. So here's the thing. I find that most students really like learning as a group, okay? And it's what this class is based on. Like when I say teach, you say okay, and you guys work together, I find that that actually works a lot better than just me sitting up here and telling you stuff and then occasionally calling on you. How many of you agree that it works better for you to have an opportunity to talk to your partners in this class? I would think that for most of us that is true, even if it is just to get a little bit of a brain break, right? However, some don't see the value in our group work, so they don't do it or they don't take it seriously. It's just for whatever reason, they don't see the purpose of working as a group towards our learning goals in this class. Okay? So students who don't consistently meet my expectations are telling me they don't want to be a part of the group, right? That the rules don't apply to them. Like they're saying, look, these expectations you have, this teach okay, the talk together, the taking notes, like all this stuff that you're doing, I don't need that, right? Either because I don't need it to meet our learning goals or because I just don't care to meet our learning goals. And for what it's worth, guys, I don't think of that as like bad. Like, I don't think you're a bad person because you don't want to meet my expectations, okay? However, it does make things more difficult for the rest of us to meet our learning goals when we're not really following my expectations. And so what I think of is these folks remind me of the moon, right? When you look up into the sky, there's just one moon, right? There's just one moon sitting there all on its lonesome, guys. It's separate, it's individual, it's taking it on its own, okay? So when somebody is repeatedly not meeting my expectations for the class, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, okay, you don't want to be a part of our scoreboard team, and that's fine. You're telling me you want to be a part of your own team, and that's exactly what I'll do. So I'll put your name over here on the moon team, and you'll be getting sad points and happy points on your own. Now, guys, if there's a couple people here, then they'll be getting sad points and happy points on our own. Meanwhile, the rest of the class is just getting happy and sad points together, right? Does that make sense, guys? So if the moon team wins or ties, there's no result. But the moon team does have the same consequence of losing, meaning if the moon team gets 2 happy points and 5 sad points, they've lost by 3. And that means they're going to have to spend 3 minutes after class so we can talk a little bit about meeting our expectations. Now, guys, on the moon team, just so you know, I reset the moon team every day. So at the end of the day, I erase who's on there, and I literally forget. Like, if someone said, was I on the moon team yesterday? I'd be like, I don't remember. Right? Like, it's just something that I completely forget. However, if you come in and start, just keep not meeting my expectations, you can get right back on there the next day, okay? So stars, on the other hand, feel like togetherness, right? Like a bunch of stars up in the sky, together, even close up. Stars pull things like towards them. How many of you guys have looked into the night sky when there's like a bazillion stars up there? And have you guys ever noticed like it's almost impossible just to look at one, right? Like if you try to look at a single star, like your like brain gets funny, like funky, and then like you just see like a cluster of them. You know what I'm talking about? So to me, when people are going above and beyond my expectations, like they are meeting my expectations when no one else around them is, or they're helping other people meet my expectations, that's amazing, and they belong on the star team. Now, the star team gains and loses points together as well. If the star team loses, which has literally never happened, I don't know what I would do. I don't know what I would do, and I'll figure it out when if it ever happens, but I actually don't think it ever will. But if the star team wins, anyone on the star team for that day gets their name written here under Stars of the Week. I keep my Stars of the Week all week. And when you're a Star of the Week, a few things happen. You know how when we win a scoreboard game in the last 5 minutes are yours? So, and I say, hey, we can earn, like staying on our Chromebooks, we can earn wandering around and talking to people at different tables. You know what I'm talking about? That's how we do it. If you're on the star team in those last 5 minutes, you can open your Chromebook, work whatever on the heck you want to. You also can walk around the classroom if you feel like it. You want to go hang out by the door? Cool. You want to go visit your friend at a different table? Great. If you're on the star team, you can move around in those last 5 minutes, and I won't even care. It'll be fine, okay? And again, how you get on the star team, guys, is you go above and beyond in meeting my expectations. Like, I noticed, guys, when I said, hey, will you check the What Do I Need Today board? A lot of you guys checked it, but only a few of you actually got your planner out. I see Izzy had her planner, so I'm going to put her here. I saw Henry had his planner. Henry already had his planner out. And I saw that Bethany also had her planner out. So now would actually be a really good time to get your planner out because there's something really important I want you to put onto page. You know, you would think it was page 48, but it's not. I need you to turn to page 52. If you would turn to page 52, please. Page 52. Page 52 in your planner. And if you don't have a planner, write this in your notes. Okay? On page 52, you're going to see Tuesday, November 4th. So under math for Tuesday, November 4th, I want you to write down these following things, guys. 4.4 and 5.4 skill checks expire. Those are on focus right now, so you should be able to see that you have a grade unless Canvas is acting funny. If it is, guys, just check your grade on Canvas there. But Mr. Morey tells us that those skill checks are set to die on November 4th, so make sure you get all of that taken care of by then, okay? Perfect. Beautiful. Oh, my manners. I didn't ask you, Jace, what was your favorite part of your fall break? Sleeping? Heck yeah. How many of us said that was our favorite part of fall break? For sure, sleeping was pretty good. All righty. By the way, while you're finished writing that down, guys, our Jeopardy this week is Famous Ben's. Along with being a founding father, he was an avid inventor, designing the first lightning rods, bifocals, and swim fins. Well worth the $100 bill. That is indeed Benjamin Franklin. And then things that rhyme with hark, bark is what I'm looking for. Bark. Very good. Okay, let's do it, guys. Underneath all this, got a pencil? We could do better than that. Got a pencil? Today's topic is trials and transversals. Oh, by the way, guys, you guys did an awesome job listening to my expectations for the scoreboard game, level 2. You guys are doing awesome to get us started this week. I think you guys deserve a point for that. This is kind of a mid, oh yeah, but we'll see if we can do better. What's up, Bear? Yeah, that's fine. Do you have a phone on you? Okay, perfect. I'll just grab that and off you go. Okay, guys, so when I tell... oh, go ahead and grab the hall pass, though. Bear, you'll want the hall pass. Guys, a transversal is a line that crosses two other lines. That's all it is. A line that crosses two other lines is called a transversal. So we're going to draw 3 lines. 2 of them, which those will cross eventually, but they're not crossing right now. And we're going to draw a line that crosses them like this. Okay? Let's see. There we go. Okay. Now this has created a whole bunch of angles. This has created a whole bunch of angles. This has created a whole bunch of angles, guys. So what we're going to do is we're going to label these angles. And we're going to label these top ones using letters. That's angle A, B, C, D, and this is going to be angle 1, 2, 3, 4. Please make sure you label your angles the same way I have them here. Notice that this goes A, B, C, D, kind of around. And then this one goes 1, 2, 3, 4, kind of like you would be reading a book. Okay, so make sure you label those correctly. Now it turns out, just like family members, if you pick 2 random family members, guys, there's going to be a name between for their relationship, right? Like if I pick myself and Bai as my uncle, right? So Bai is my uncle. I pick 2 random family members and they have a relationship, okay? And the truth is, guys, with the exception of one kind of pair that you pick, every single one of these relationships has a special name. So let's see if we can pick some of those up. Pick a pair of angles, any pair you desire, Finn. What pair of angles would you like to pick? A and C are definitely related. So let's go ahead and write something down about A and C. By the way, Finn, what was your favorite part of your fall break? Oh, for sure. How did that turn out? Who won? Blue Jays, curses. I'm a Mariners guy myself. So angle A and angle C are what we call, well, does anyone remember? That's actually something that you did learn last year. Michelle, do you remember what they're called? They are vertical angles. Very good, Michelle. Angle A and angle C are what we call vertical angles. Those angles that are directly across from each other, like, I always think of them as kissing mice, right? You don't have to draw this, but like, it looks like 2 mice smooching. That's how I always think of vertical angles. So when I say teach, I want you to say, okay, can you come up with another pair of vertical angles? We'll say, so are angle blank and angle blank. When I say teach, I want you to say, okay, pick a different pair of vertical angles that you see on this picture. Give it a try and teach. Alrighty. Can I get you in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? Kyson, what's another pair of vertical angles that you see? Beautiful. Beautiful. 1 and 4 are also vertical angles. 1 and 4 are also vertical angles. Let's see here. Kennedy, what's another pair of vertical angles you see? What was that? I think you said it correctly. I just didn't quite hear it. D and B are also vertical angles, right? They're those smooch and mice just cornered from each other. Very good. Let's find another set. Kennedy, pick a set of angles that you do not think are vertical. Like, what's a different pair of angles we could talk about? 3 and 1 definitely have a named relationship. Angle 3 and angle 1 have a special relationship. Angle 3 and angle 1 are, does anyone remember what those are called? That's another one that you learned last year. That's okay. Angle 3 and angle 1 are what we call a linear pair. That is to say, they come together to make a straight angle. They come together to make a straight line. So are angle blank and angle blank. You know, I forgot to write down Kyson's angles here. He liked 1 and 4, angle 1 and 4. When I say teach, I want you to say, okay, come up with another pair of linear, a linear pair other than 1 and 3. What's another linear pair? See what you guys can come up with. What two angles come together to make a straight line? Teach! Oops, I forgot to put a happy point on here. Okay, can I get you in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? Mary, what's another pair of angles that you think form a linear pair? D and C, absolutely. Angle D and angle C form a linear pair because they come together to make a straight angle. So do B and C, A and D, A and B, 2 and 4, 1 and 2. That's really the one that I think there's the most of. I'm not mistaken. That's the most common relationship that we're going to find there. Okay? Perfect. Let's see here. And guess what? We are all out of 7th grade relationships. It is time to do an 8th grade one. So, Reese, can you pick two angles that are neither vertical to each other and are not a linear pair? I'll give you a hint. You've got to pick one from each cluster. You got to pick one from a cluster up here and one from a cluster down here. Angle 2 and angle B very much have a relationship that has a name. Let's write it down. And you know what we're going to do, actually? I'm going to grab these notes, and I'm going to just grab these. I'm going to shove them down here because it's going to be really difficult to do this without looking. So I'm going to cut those, and then I'm going to paste them down here. Very good. So Reese says, angle, which ones was it? Angle 2 and angle C? Yep, they've got a named relationship. Angle 2 and angle C are, well, let's go ahead and do something here to kind of help you guys out. If you have colored pencils, now would be a great time to bust them out. I want to imagine that these two lines are the banks of a river. I want to imagine that these two lines are the banks of a river. Does this make sense? And you see that transversal that's between them? We're going to say that that is the border between two states, right? Like this is a river flowing from one state into another. Like this is, so if I point right here, guys, is that in the river or out of the river? Also, if this is Kentucky and this is Louisiana, which I know that I don't think those two states border. Am I in Kentucky or Louisiana? Kentucky. And am I in the river or out of the river? In. How about here? Am I in Kentucky or Louisiana? And then in the river, out of the river. Okay, so here's what I want to know. Are 2 and C in the river, out of the river, or are they both different? They are both in the river. Are they in the same state or are they in different states? They are in the same state. Yes, very good, because they're on the same side of the transversal. That's why these have the incredibly unclever name same same side interior angles. Angle 2 and angle C are same side interior angles. There is one other pair of same side interior angles, just like angle blank and angle blank are. When I say teach, I want you to say, okay, what is the other pair of same side interior angles other than 2 and C? Give it a try and teach. Okay. Can I get you in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? Audrey, which other 2 angles do you think are same side interior? Yeah, angle D and angle 1. They're in the other state, but they're both inside the river. Beautiful. That's exactly right. You'll have to see it. All right. Isabel, can you pick another pair of angles that have a relationship we haven't talked about yet? A and 3. Angle A and angle 3 are, do you want to know what? Blank angles. I suspect you could probably guess the name of that relationship and also tell me the other pair. So when I say teach, I want you to say okay. What do you think we call angle A and angle 3? And what other pair of angles do you think have the same relationship? Give it a try and teach. Bingo. And what would the other pair of those be? Okay. Can I get you guys in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? Sienna, what do you suspect we call those angles? So you're on the right track, but if you look at that, hang on to that idea. A and 3, A and 3, are they in the river or out of the river? They're out of the river. And are they in the same state or different states? They're actually in the same one. If this is the state line right here, they're both on the same side of like that bridge or whatever the heck this thing is, right? So we actually call them, what do you think that, now that you know that, what do you think we might call these? That's okay. I heard Reese say it. Reese, what do you think we call that? Yes, they are same side exterior angles. That's okay. It means they're on the same side of the transversal, but they're outside of the river. Let's see. Sienna, before I let you go, which other 2 angles do you think we would also call same side exterior? Beautiful. Angle B and angle 4 are the other pair of same side exterior angles. I want to address the fact that Sienna brought up a very interesting thought over there, and I don't know if you guys caught it. When she got the incorrect name, she said other side exterior angles. Now, it turns out that it's got a slightly different name than that, but looking for that, in fact, you know what? We're going to do this. Got a pencil? I'm going to tell you right here that angle blank and angle blank are what we call alternate exterior angles. And so are angle blank and angle blank. So what Sienna was trying to think about was this alternate exterior angles. We don't use the word other side exterior angles. We use alternate exterior angles. So can you come up with the two pairs of angles? So that's four angles total, these two and those two, that you think we call alternate exterior. Instead of different side exterior, they're alternate exterior. Give that a try. What can you guys come up with? And teach! Yes, Henry. Hang on to that idea. That's tomorrow. Yes, you're absolutely correct. That's tomorrow, Henry. Very good. Look at you. Awesome. Awesome observation. Also, you guys are doing a great job, and I think you guys do deserve another point. Thanks so much, everybody. There we go. I'll take that. I'll take that. Okay. What's up? Oh, yes, let me write you a note real quick. All righty. Not feeling too well? Okay. Toot, toot, toot. Okay, I gotta get this. Uh, Up to you. Whoop. Okay. All right. No. The note will do it. Okay, guys, come on up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bethany, what's a pair of angles that you think we would call alternate exterior? Yes, angle A and angle 4, since they are both outside but on opposite sides of the transversal, they are alternate exterior angles. What's the other pair? Beautiful. How many of us got those just like Bethany? Angle A and 4 and angle B and 3. Excuse me, sorry. B and 3. I wrote that down wrong. B and 3. Beautiful, very good. Okay. I want another pair of angles, guys. There's two more relationships we need to talk about. I don't know if anyone's going to find the secret one that doesn't have a good doesn't have a name. Eddie, what's another pair of angles that you think have a named relationship? Angle 2 and angle D. Absolutely. And in fact, do you think you know what that relationship might be called, Eddie? That's correct. Angle 2 and angle 2 and angle 2. Good job, Mr. Petersen. Angle 2 and angle D are alternate interior angles. Like, well, which other pair of angles do you think are alternate interior, Henry? Angle C and angle 1. Very good. Angle C and angle 1. Very good. Because they are on opposite sides of the transversal, but inside the river, right? In between. Okay? Perfect. That means there's two more relationships. One of them has a name, and one of them is the secret forbidden relationship that mathematicians dare not speak its name. So let's see if we can find the one with a name. Let's see here. Because there are two relationships that we have not discussed. One of them has a name and is extremely important. The other one is a forbidden relationship. So unspeakable that mathematicians dare not give it a name. When I say teach, I want you guys to say, okay, which pair of angles do you think have a name? And do you think you can see the pair of angles that have that forbidden angle relationship that we dare not speak its name? Talk to your partners. Which angle relationship are we missing? Which one's got a name and which one do you think is forbidden? Give it a shot, and here we go. Teach. Yeah. Do you think that's the one with a name, or do you think that's the forbidden one? That is the forbidden one. Yes, that's the forbidden relationship that does not have a name. Excellent. Let's see what the cards ask for, Rylan. Let's see here. Okay. Can I get you back up here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? Henry found the forbidden relationship. He found the forbidden relationship that we must not speak of. What two angles have that forbidden relationship that we must not speak of, Henry? Angle A and angle 2. We do not have a name for the relationship between angle A and angle 2. It is a forbidden relationship that we must not speak of. But that begs the question, what has the relationship that we do want to know about? Beckham, what's missing? What two angles are related here that we're missing? B and what? B and 3 are alternate exterior angles. We've already got those guys. Let's see here. What else do we have? Let's go, Rylan. Angle B and angle 1. Oh, that's the forbidden relationship. That's the forbidden one without a name. Let's see here. Aiden? Yes! Angle C and angle 4 have the last named relationship. Angle C and angle 4 are... Anyone care to guess the name? No, 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 because they're on the same side, right? You got, yeah, do you want to know what? This one actually doesn't follow the naming rules, and they're what we call corresponding angles. And the reason they're corresponding angles, that's okay. What corresponding means? Corresponding means that it's in the same placement, just in a different place. You see how angle C is on the lower right-hand corner of that cluster? See how the angle C is on the lower right-hand corner of that cluster? Angle 4 is also on the lower right-hand corner of a different cluster. That's why they're corresponding. It turns out that there are 4 pairs of angles that have this relationship. Angle blank and angle blank are 2. Same with angle blank and angle blank. And angle blank 2. There are 4 pairs of corresponding angles. Aiden found the first one, which was C and 4. Michelle, you said did you see one that you think is corresponding as well? Because I saw you had your hand up. Which one? D and 4 is the forbidden relationship. When I say teach, I want you to say, okay, if angle C and angle 4 are corresponding angles, which other 3 pairs of angles do you think are corresponding? Teach, teach! So D and 4 is the forbidden relationship. Yeah, C and 4 are corresponding. That's got a special name. You think you got one? Let's see. All right. Can I get you guys back up here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? All right, Michelle, redemption shot. Do you think you know a pair of angles that are corresponding? Which ones? A and 1 are corresponding, yes. A is on the upper left, 1 is on the upper left. Eddie, can you give me another pair? 2 and B, very good. Which means I need one last pair of these. And what would that be? Let's see here. That's going to be, Kenny, what's the last pair of corresponding angles? 3 and D, very good. So when we talk about angles, guys, we're going to be talking about it like this. When I say teach, I want you to say, okay, the person at your table who has a birthday that happened most recently, check my rulers for marks and then come put them in the bucket up here. The rest of you hang out in your assigned seats. But if you're a star of the week, you're welcome to wander around if you like, and we will call that a day. Thanks so much for all your hard work today, guys. You that's